Hello, hello. We are day drinking once again. Very, very excited to introduce the couple new products here today. First things first, though, we're going to do a kind of a new feature. I'm going to start highlighting a couple of, there's Keith, upcoming events, some for industry, some for consumers this week. So if you have a brand, and it turns out like lots of bartenders and other people watch the show, and I want to start promoting some of the brands. So some of these, I think this week we're talking only about industry events, but if your brand has an event for the public or anything like that, please email me at davidgirard, GIRARD at KLWines.com, and I will gladly feature it on the show. The other thing I'm going to start doing is a little bit of news, like new releases, things like that have been announced for you all to look forward to. So first things first, in the LA area this week, I'm going to cover San Diego, Sacramento, San Francisco. So if you want to highlight an event here, I'm happy to with any of our brands. There is at the bar next door, 5 to 7 tonight, The Shift with Gray Whale. Email Anna, A-N-N-A, rose.krone, K-R-O-N-E, at deutschfamily.com. If you're a bartender and want to attend that event. Let's see. Learn stress relief and meditation with USBG SoCal and the Pre-Shift Society. That's Monday the 22nd, 1 to 4. If you're in the industry, maybe you're a blogger. You stressed out, you're burnt out, and you blog about cocktails, go to this wonderful event, or enjoy, or you're a bartender or an industry member of any kind, email to RSVP Pre-Shift Society at Gmail. Another USBG event here, Pre-Shift Society, same email, feelbomb.com on Tuesday, May 30th. The first one was Monday, May 22nd, 1 to 4. It doesn't say where it is. Oh, at the Stubborn Nail. Not open to the public, so you must be industry. The second event on Tuesday, feelbomb.com, also industry only. It is 2:30 to 5:30, Soulmate in West Hollywood. Same email there. So we're going to do a little bit of that every week just for my friends behind the bar, and then any events that other brands might be featuring, please reach out to me. We're going to start doing that regularly. Industry news this week, I don't know. I don't have a ton of... Oh, you know what was announced? The Appleton 17 year. That's going to be hitting the shelves. Never. Jesus. Can they make a little bit more? 1,500 bottles. Recreation of the original rum that went into the Mai Tai, supposedly, from our dear friends at Campari in Appleton, Jamaica. It will be 1,500 bottles for the world. So we'll be very lucky to get one or two if we can get any at all. So that's that I saw coming in. Any other big news in the world? That's all I can think of right off the bat. Winners for last week. We're going to be doing the Ardbeg Heavy Vapors Committee release. Obviously, less interest in these products than, say, a bourbon, where I get hundreds of applicants. Only 6 people applied, and you know what? I was feeling cheeky. I have 6 bottles total, and you all 6 get them. So Denver C, Michael F, Mickey C, Brian E, Andre L, and Bill O. You win. Everybody wins a chance to buy a bottle of Heavy Vapors Committee release. Everybody who entered wins. So sorry if you wanted a bottle and missed the party. That's all I got on that front. We got news, events out of the way. We are featuring 2 whiskeys from the oldest distillery in the UK, built in 2006. Not very old, but it is the first. And this is an old brand. We've had this. The new packaging. It used to come with the white label and the dragon. The distillery is called St. George. Any new Kilchoman coming this year? I'm sure there will be. No news on Penelope. That's another thing I might start doing. I don't know. You guys can tell me if you're interested. Instead of taking questions here, I might ask y'all to submit your questions in advance, and then we can talk about them in more depth, so I can be a little more prepared. Any local barley coming in? Drink 9. You should have been watching last week. We gave away our tiny allocation of local barley via the show. Anyhow, English Whisky Company. This is an old family. They've been farming for 600+ years, and this was the obvious continuation of that. Their original is typically sold for $100, which is quite fancy in this area. In the UK, it's a bit more reasonable, sort of 50 pounds-ish, so $70-ish. And, we got a good deal. I'm sure this is not going to make our old friends at the English Whiskey Company happy, but we did get a really good deal on this stuff. We're now selling it for $39.99. All, single malt, pot stills, beautiful little distillery. Ian Henderson helped them set up the formerly of Lefroy fame, set up the stills, I believe. 100% bourbon here. It's going to be hard to find any single malt for $40, let alone something as small and limited. I mean, it's not that small. It's not like teeny. Apparently, they had to actually up the planned capacity because the customs agency wouldn't let them distill anything below, I believe, 1,800 liters. So that's kind of interesting. They ended up doing, I think, 20 or 30 barrels their first year. And it's lovely. It's very forward on the sort of baked apple, honeysuckle, beautifully malted. I mean, there should be some pretty old whiskeys in here. SomQ notes that comments and questions submitted live don't show up in the recording if you're not watching live, so submitting in advance makes sense. That's what I was thinking. I usually like to read the questions out, but also, the thing about the questions is I often miss them. I have to go back, what have you. If you have pertinent questions or what have you, you can email them to daydrinking@klwines.com. I will start to answer specific product questions at that email now. Don't email me order questions or other things like that. But if you want a question addressed on the show, email it to daydrinking@klwines.com, and at the top of the hour, when I log in, along with the booze news and the events announcements, I will start doing more of that. Whatever happened to Triple D at the bar one week? Yeah, that was pretty cool. It's just a lot of effort to get out there and get a bar opened up, so I haven't been able to do that. I would like to take this on the road. Well, I am. Next week we'll be posting live from Kentucky, so you have that to look forward to. I'm not sure exactly how that'll work. Probably keep an eye on the stories. I imagine that's where we'll see it. It's pretty. It's a pretty little malt. There's nothing wrong with it. Are you expecting the next Elijah Craig barrel proof pick in June, July? Well, we're picking some out now. I think we have one on order that could be here anytime. A pertinent question. Andy Knapp's talking about the bots. I know people are still using bots according to certain people who are using bots. So we're working on that. It's certainly less than it used to be. So voila, that's upsetting news. So the IT team is doing their best to get ahead of these guys. Unfortunately, a lot of our customers are quite technically savvy. So there you go. That said, there's still a lot of opportunity to get great products. And to be honest, the guys we knew were using bots before, a lot of them aren't any longer. So there's that, and obviously some people have come back and found ways around it, but it's not as prevalent as before. That doesn't remove the fact that 3 bottles, 8,000 people refreshing a page, is going to sell out in a second, no matter what. So everybody's going to be unhappy eventually. That's why we're doing day drink lotteries and end of year lotteries and what have you. Have you shared with what distillers you're visiting KY trip, and or can you? Absolutely. Michael Barrett Austin, I'm happy to tell you the itinerary. We are going to fly into Cincinnati. Our first appointment's at MGP. Fabulous plant. I'm not sure how much they'll let me take pictures of. They don't love that, but I'll try to be that there. The checkout process has been very slow recently. Is that tied to anti-bot measures? I couldn't say for sure. I'm not in that department, but maybe. In any case, after that, we're off to New Riff. Those are the two Northern Kentucky goals. We might hit one of the smaller guys on the way out of town. There are a couple of sort of smaller craft distilleries up there. Nothing too promising, but we shall see. And after that, down to Louisville, we will be doing Yellowstone for the first time. Live to Swim. MGP is George Remus and Rossville Union. So I don't know how much more of those we'll be picking. They've said that they've changed the program. They were difficult to sell this year because they didn't do like proper cask strength. Oh, I'm going to the game tonight, so that should be a total rout. We'll see. And then Creed's Nursing Balboa Rye, goodie. Lime Kiln at Yellowstone are super sweet. Yeah, we're excited to see the Yellowstone stuff. They've got a fun new program, so we'll check that out. Then we are off to Maker's Mark, always fun. And after that, the big W, Willett Family Estate. We'll be visiting with them. That's day 1. Next day is... What am I thinking of? I am thinking of Four Roses. And first it's Heaven Hill, then Four Roses. And then I believe we're going to go see... who is it? Oh, Old Forester. And then... unfortunately this trip we're not doing Maker's Mark. We're not doing Buffalo Trace or Wild Turkey. But can't wait for the bottles in my wait list to come in. So yeah, everywhere else though we're going to Castle and Key. I don't know if they'll have anything for us. Beam didn't have anything for us either this year. We were hoping for Baker's, but it's not happening right now. Anyway, enough about Kentucky. You'll see it once we're there. This is English Whiskey Company. Their original malt. Beautiful. $40. More than half price. The Old Forester that I loved / raved about is coming soon. Benji Grams, unfortunately, we cannot invite customers on our tasting trips. Specifically so. You're not insured for that. Oh, it's got a lot of complexity. Graham cracker, roasted malts, palm fruit, sort of a little poached pear, some cinnamon spice. It's a pretty fun, easy drinking little malt for $40. Nuts. Nuts. Benjigram, I think we are hiring in San Francisco. Check out the careers website if you're interested. That's a good whiskey for $40. I mean, that's probably a good whiskey for $80, but definitely not to be... Oh yeah, we are doing Bardstown as well. Absolutely. And Barton. Those are two that I forgot. So that's exciting. And maybe hanging with Rare Character. All sorts of stuff. So that's the fun. It's the fun of the game. Moving on. This is the Smoky. So these are all non-chill filtered. They're not colored. They are bourbon barreled. All English barley. And this one's, I guess, pretty smoky. Let's have a go. I really like the new packaging as compared to the old. The old ones are kind of goofy, but it's still pretty stuff. Yeah, I think Pablo's gonna be in town, so we've got 3 barrels of Rare Character, 2 of the regular ones, a 7-year-old bourbon, which I believe is MGP, 7-year-old MGP, and Amburana. Just picked up the labels; they're awesome. And then, oh wow, it is a very unusual smoke character. It's almost like a little more barbecue-y than peaty on the nose. And then we have an exceptional cask. I maybe have 2 exceptional casks coming. So that's exciting. That's the Rare Character malt. Straight malt. So English Whiskey Company got a crazy deal on the importers sort of closeout thing. Normally $100, $39.99. No, Cat's Paw Bourbon, Anderson County is still off the table currently. Working on it. If anybody gets it in California, it should be me. Oh man, just got a great nose here. It's pretty easy going, medium peat. We don't have a whole lot of medium peaters on the shelf. It sort of goes from Oban with just a dash straight up to Lafroig. Kalila and Bowmore in the middle, but both quite distinctive. This plays nicely in between. Ooh, a lot of pepper, a lot of clean smoke. It's very easy drinking. Green flavors, green, peaty, earthy flavors. Love that. $40. That's a pretty killer deal. Don't sleep on these. There's only 84 bottles of each. Is the non-smoky one peated at all? No. Benjigram, 0 peat on the original. Just that pure malty goodness. Agree with the last point about that. Okay, yeah, there we go. Looking forward to the new Exceptional Malt Series. Heard great things. Yes, there are some rumors about those, which I will not address here publicly. That's the show, guys. I don't have any other things to taste here. But this is a deal and a half. Grab some English whiskey while you can, and I think you'll like it. Any other big questions here for me, guys? I'm gonna skip the giveaway because we're not here next week. I don't have anything fun. I do have a bit of a secret though. On Friday, fingers crossed, a cheeky barrel of Wild Turkey will be coming. Sneaky extra barrel. My dear friend Tony Magliocco snuck it in before he pieced out from Russell's. And I think it might even be old. It's like 11 years old, maybe. So that's pretty exciting. I don't know what we're going to do with it exactly. Some will go live. Some will go here. Some will go to the floor. So we'll have to see on that. It's Tyrone A. Tyrone A. So if you hung out for that. Any updates on Old Particular Cask coming? Whiskey Fancies, they are coming. They're sitting at the importer's warehouse. They are getting transferred in. We should see them soon. Any chance of a pick from Ardnamurchan anytime soon? Oh, God, I wish. Kafer Cup. Kafer Cup? Kafer Cup? But that's unlikely. I haven't heard any indications of single barrels available for store picks there. There were a couple of single barrels that were sold. Those were very, very good. So there you go. Looking for, okay. I think I'm catching up here. Excited for Single Cask Nation. Foursquare picked up. Oh my God, that was such a deal. It's like we're in deal season right now. We're going to have a lot of these deals. Half off. More than half off of this. More than half off of this. You saw those Douglas Langs. Don't sleep on those. Those are going to go soon. Lots of deals. Oh, did you guys see the Larceny deal that we've got now? Larceny bundle, two Larceny barrel proofs and a regular small batch Larceny for under $100. That's nuts. That's a score. So there you go. Any tasting notes on the new? No, well, I can't even remember tasting this barrel. So I live to swim. I don't have it, but we will. I'll hold some back so I can taste it here. Maybe when we're back from Kentucky. How's that? It's killer. The Single Cask Nation Foursquare, K&L exclusive, great cask, super dark, lots of tropical aging, really good stuff. How's the Pinhook 7-year rye? I loved it. I thought it was great. You know, can't argue with that. Are the recent Camp Nelsons a new batch or last year's? I think they're last year's. Benji Graham's already selling stuff. Doesn't even work here yet. You can click on the link that he just posted in the thing for the Larceny Crazy deal. It's bonkers deals forever here at K&L till we sell all the whiskey. So there's that. Kentucky next week. Wild Turkey on Friday. Keep an eye out for that. We're gonna be hawking these half-priced English malts. I don't even know if I should tag him on this because I don't want to piss him off, but probably I should. Hire that man Benji. He's doing a great job. If I were in charge, I would definitely do that. Any other questions before I sneak out of here, guys? My pleasure. Thank you so much for watching. I'm very proud of all the winners of the Ardbeg. The 6 people who submitted all won. Are you expecting 2 more Russell's Reserves picks anytime soon? Andy Knapp, I have one coming Friday. They say there might be a sneaky 5th one coming. I don't know if that's real or not. I'm pretty sure the one I am getting Friday I picked several months before I picked out the 3 barrels in Kentucky. So, yeah. Not sure where those are. So these were actually picked out before last year's April Kentucky trip. I believe it was in February of 2022. And they were bottled in late May of. Sorry about that. They were bottled in late May of 2022, and I think the distillation date was December 1, 2020. I'm sorry, 2010. Does that make sense? No, 2011. That makes more sense. So just over 10 years old. So it should be fun. Yeah, I'll try and share as many picks as I can on the trip, and we will buy as much bourbon as we possibly can muster. And I do appreciate you guys coming out. Please email me, daydrinking@klwines.com, if you've got a question for the show in 2 weeks, and also if you have an event that you want to promote here, I'm happy to do that. If you're a brand or want to highlight that, please email me. I'm happy to let my customers and all the wonderful people who watch know about your events. Okay, what happened to the Weller in the coming soon section? Knopfla, Kayenhofla. I don't know these names. I can't read. Listen, man, they didn't ship it. So I was allocated 1 bottle of Weller Special Reserve, very generous. And the distributor didn't ship it. And then they didn't explain why and won't. It's still showing in my allocations on their web system, so maybe it'll come this Friday. But it's literally one bottle. That's how we're getting these things these days. So anyway, that's upsetting. Praying for more. We'll be back in Kentucky in August to pick out for Buffalo Trace and Wild Turkey. It's the only time we could get it there. So that should be exciting and sticky. One bottle, yes, Sandity. See why the website is ridiculous with these things? Like, how many thousands of people are after that one bottle of $25 Weller Special Reserve? I guess that's why they want it, because it's only $25. But so it goes. Skip the Weller, get the Larceny. Cat's Paw, man, you want a job too, man? Come on, this is great. My customers are doing a better job of selling than I am. Yeah, skip that Weller. Grab 3 bottles of Larceny for $100. $33 a bottle, basically. Skip Weller, get Maker's Cast Strength. That is the best deal in the store. $40 for Maker's Cast Strength. Who needs Weller? When you make these types of trips, are they for future K&L picks? Joker Manent asks, are you given a budget to spend? No. I mean, we generally buy as much bourbon single barrels as we can. For most of the legacy producers, there's no limit to the amount that we could sell. Got a little stuck with you see the new prices on the Rebel and the Ezra's. Those didn't work out as well as we'd have liked. Mostly their fault, I have to say, because, can't call something cast strength. It's not cast strength. People don't love it. But the whiskeys taste great. So they're $39.99 now. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, I can buy as much Heaven Hill, Sazerac, Four Roses as they'll send me. So it's really less my budget that's the problem. It's how much allocated for us. So that's the real crux of the issue. So that's, we kind of just go with the flow. Take anything we like, pass on the things we don't, and that's the party. I mean, a lot of it is, keeping up with relationships, hearing about new products, exploring, the industry, the area, maybe coming across new producers that we hadn't seen before. Can you provide tasting notes on the 4 Rebel barrels? Email me separately and I'll do that. Should be up there already, but I guess we haven't done them. So, happy to help you with that, either at daydrinking@klwines.com or at David Girard, GIRARD @klwines.com. Any other last-minute questions? That was a very good question, by the way. Will Mortlock ever be good again? Oh, Mr. Wopsy. Wopsle? God, these names are great. Yes, Mortlock is good. It continues to be good. Will it be affordable again? I'm not sure. You may not like the distillery bottlings. It doesn't mean that they're not making great whiskey. And, we've had several over the last few years. I haven't seen one in a little bit, though. I'm not sure what's going on with that. The industry's in a period of flux, and we may see some opening of stocks in the future, especially with the uncertainty of the world seemingly continuing unabated. But, I don't think that'll affect demand for high quality whiskey of all kinds as long as the price is right. So we're working on that. Jack, we've got one Old Forester coming, and we have another pick happening while we're in Kentucky next week. All those Rebel picks are pretty solid. The Ezra Lux Row picks, the low barrel numbers 1, 2, 2, 5, I thought were really interesting too. Trying some real Lux Row juice. They're pretty tasty. Aloha, my brother. Oh, Kai, what's up, dude? Yes, Kona trip soon. Oh my God, I really would love to get back to Kona. The Big Island, baby. That's where it's at. I'm all Big Island all the time. Used to be a Maui guy, but I've turned my back. So yeah, Kai, I don't plan to. Maybe in October. There was someone did invite me to Kona in October. They have a house, so I might do that. That could be fun. And yeah, I'd love to see you, man, if you're around. All right, guys, this was fun. Nice and short. Little English whiskey company. Whiskeys, don't sleep on those. Come on. Deals. And could I join Four Roses Pick? No, whiskey shop, you cannot. I'm so sorry. We're not allowed to bring any customers on. I will, Kai, absolutely. No doubt. We must have a glass together. If I'm there, I will insist. It's a big drive, though, for you, huh? Yikes. The Big Island in Hawaii is, like, really big. Really, really, very, very big. Any word from Aaron and Smoke Wagon on Barrel Picks? Oh, God, no. I haven't heard from them in a long time. Have you seen Barrel Picks of that stuff coming around? I don't know. I haven't seen that in a bit. He's very, very particular about which ones he allows as single barrels. So, not to mention, there seems to be huge demand for the regular stuff. So, I don't know when we'll see more of those. I'm hoping he can keep getting whiskeys out of MGP. I'm surprised they didn't buy Smoke Wagon over Penelope, which I don't know if you guys saw happened. That would have been news. I should have mentioned that. Gosh, I should be more prepared. Penelope Bourbon was sold to MGP, I believe. Is that right? That sounds right. Nothing on Jack Daniel's rye picks. Yeah, the response was no. So there's that. Yeah, no Jack rye, no Old Forester rye. Someone in the market is getting an Old Forester rye, which I was surprised to hear. So I'll keep pushing on that. I haven't really tasted much of those Old Forester rye single barrels, just one of the first releases. So that'll be fun when that eventually comes around. Jack Daniel's rye single barrel, is officially a line extension, not a limited release. So that should become more available going forward, I would assume. There's more news. Getting good at this. Regular new Jack rye single barrel cask strength are really good. Michael Barrett Austin agrees. It's so funny that remember the very first Jack Daniel's rye that was released? That was not good. Does Penelope have any proprietary tech with Oak Scan, or is it a separate company? I was wondering if that's why MGP bought them. No, I don't believe so, but I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure all that wood tech comes from the barrel guys. I think they bought Penelope because it's a great brand, and MGP needs great brands to put its whiskey in, right? Remus and Rossville are only going to go so far. You need something kind of more upscale. Forever Home Whiskey is throwing shade at Michael Barrett Austin for liking something. That's not appropriate. Everybody likes what they like. But no accounting for taste. We all like what we like. And that is what it is. Funny you should ask. Just got a sample of the first release and looking forward to SBS with both of them. Oh, yeah. Got to get a good side-by-side. I'm sure they're lovely. I was joking. Forever Home Whiskey. Yeah. It's true, though. You know, one man's trash, right? So that is funny. Any other last-minute moments here? I think we're all set up here. Lost some of the crowd, but yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Oh, here we go. Will it visit include barrel picking? Jason, yes, they will have us barrel picking. I don't know how many though, so maybe just one, maybe more. I don't know. I hope so. We'll see. And voila, that's that. I really appreciate you guys coming out. I'll see you from Kentucky next week. I think we'll just be posting onto the stories. I'm not sure if we'll do a live. Barrel FVT. We missed the fun. We tasted English Whiskey Company today. It's really tasty. And we'll see you next week. All right. Thanks, guys.